Thank you very much. Thank you for this wonderful invitation. Can I read one story or two? Or I will read the first story. I like this story very much. It's called Satans. I read in a book the following piece of wisdom. He who remains silent in the face of injustice is a mute Satan. I went out into the streets and saw Satans everywhere. The second story, called A Drop. A drop of dried blood on the ground looked at the setting sun with an expression full of sadness. Why do people look at that giant drop with happiness? Why they look at me with fear? She asked in a weak voice. We share the same roots. A reply came to her from somewhere unknown. Because you are fixed to the surface of the earth, and she's fixed to the sky. Thank you.
Osama, I would say many readers of your work now in translation will interpret the work as flash fiction. There's a sort of category now that people have come up with. But when you were writing your stories, did you have this idea of what we're calling flash fiction in mind, or did you have a different tradition that led to writing short, or both? When I'm a reader, do I read it differently than a reader in Damascus would read your stories because of that heritage or tradition?
It comes like a flash fictions. It comes in nature like flash fiction. I like this kind of stories because it looks to me like a very small star, and it takes the shape of stars, and I prefer this kind of writing. This is my style.
Are there others who write in that style in Syria?
There's a lot of writers write in this style, yeah. It's very popular style in Syria, not only in Syria. In Syria and Lebanon, in Iraq, in Jordan, in Egypt. It's a very popular style.
And why would you think that? I mean, why is it popular there, and does it go back a little further?
Because I think the main reason is the economy. Because if you want to buy a very big book, it costs you a lot of money, especially these days. If you want to buy a novel, big novel, it takes a lot of money. So, especially these days, flash fiction is very popular because it's very small. It's a flash, and it should be a small book. It should be a small book in general.
It actually reads like poetry.
It's like haiku in Japanese. Yeah.
So when you came here and our economy got bad, you're in the right mode.
Exactly.